Good morning. From Fox 5 News, this is Good Day Atlanta at 7 a.m.
New this morning, a man was shot and killed at a home in DeKalb County who police have in custody, and what investigators are saying about how it happened.
And we'll see the sun again today. That's the good news. The bad news, rain is returning soon.
Good morning, everyone, and welcome to Good Day Atlanta at 7. We're glad you're with us on this Monday. I'm Elise Seating.
And I'm Ron Gant. Thank you so much for making us your choice on this Monday morning.
Yeah, for sure. And we're talking about the sunshine we had yesterday. I'm excited, though, to find out we can expect a little bit more.
Yeah, absolutely. It's a little chilly out there this morning.
It is. It's cold. Fox 5 Storm Team meteorologist Joanne Feldman had to be getting tweeted at, texted, called. I get it. Everybody loved it.
The big orange thing in the sky, right?
It's back, and it's here at least for a little while. I mean, when we go through the entire week, the number of wet days will outnumber the number of dry days. But today is definitely one of those dry days. The sun getting ready to come up right over Lake Oconee, where the sky is clear. But that means it is colder this morning, and in some cases significantly so. Almost a 30-degree drop in the last 24 hours in Peachtree City. So that's giving us a morning of 30s to near 40-degree readings. These are normal for this time of year. We're actually below freezing now in Rome at 31. But from here, we'll just steadily warm up, and that should bring us right to 50 or 51 degrees around lunchtime. We'll briefly get to 60, so it is cool sunshine today, but it won't be as windy as yesterday. We just know rain is back in the forecast before the week is over, so I'll track that for you in just a few minutes. But right now, let's get a check of your Monday morning commute. Good morning, Katie.
Good morning. A lot of folks heading in from Douglasville, that area, Carrollton, as you come in on I-20 in the west side of town. It's about 25 minutes from Fairburn Road in Douglasville all the way to 285, so you can see Six Flags in the background, and you've got a lot of volume heading in on that west side of town. Also, your big three from the northern suburbs. On the left, it's going to be 75 with only 14 minutes. Right there in the middle, 400 at 43 minutes, and 85's about 33 minutes, just over that half-an-hour trip time as you work your way in from 316 to Spaghetti Junction. So some are getting out of control there. Some are looking pretty good, though.
Okay. All right, Katie.
Thanks, Katie.
Thank you. Well, new this morning, a domestic shooting leaves a man dead in DeKalb County.
Police tell us a woman is in custody. Good Day's Mark Teichner joins us live. He's in Lithonia with the latest on this. Mark, good morning.
Well, good morning. Police have cleared the scene. At this point, we haven't been told by police what the relationship is between the man who died and the woman who police say shot him.
It appears that this incident is a domestic-related incident.
A man is shot dead inside a DeKalb County home. Police responded to the house here on Edenberry Way in unincorporated Lithonia around 1:20 Monday morning.
An adult male was located. He was transported by EMS to a local area hospital where he was pronounced deceased.
It didn't take long for police to apprehend a suspect. A woman was taken into custody not far from the house.
We have not had a chance to interview all the parties yet, so we're not in a position to say what the actual relationship is between the parties.
A police dog was brought in and searched the backyard, finding a possible crucial piece of evidence.
A suspected weapon is located behind the house. We're unclear yet if that's the actual weapon that was used in the crime.
Detectives tell us in addition to the suspect and man who died, a teenage girl was also in the home at the time of the shooting.
She is currently up at our DeKalb Police Headquarters being interviewed by detectives.
Police tell us this isn't the first time they've been to the house. In fact, they say they have responded multiple times on domestic-related calls in the past. Reporting live from Lithonia, I'm Mark Teichner for Good Day Atlanta.
All right, Mark, thank you for that update. We're working to learn more about a crash that killed a man riding a motorcycle. It happened around midnight in the westbound lanes of Interstate 20 near McDaniel Street.
Yeah, Atlanta police tell us the motorcycle collided with a car. Police say the driver of the car wasn't hurt and stayed on the scene. We're told that based on the preliminary investigation, that driver won't be charged.
7:04 now, and Good Day's Buck Lamford is here with more of the morning's top stories. Buck, good morning.
Good morning to you, Elise and Ron. This morning, people in Grant Park are remembering a homeless man who was beaten to death. Billy Bethune was found dead behind a gas station, the same spot where he lived. And Good Day's Caitlin Pratt is live in Grant Park with the latest on the investigation. Caitlin, good morning.
Hey, Buck, this is a sad one. By all accounts, this man who was affectionately called Boulevard Billy had a smile for everybody. So a lot of people scratching their heads and outraged about why someone would take his life so violently.
I never thought that I would come in the next day and he was gone. Billy Bethune was well known to folks here at this Grant Park Chevron on Boulevard, where many called him either Smiling Billy or Boulevard Billy.
Everybody around here loved Billy. They would buy him clothes, they would buy him shoes.
Bethune wasn't just a regular at the gas station, he also lived in the back, the same spot where Atlanta police say he was beaten to death late last week.
I just can't believe that he was murdered. I can't believe someone killed him.
People in the area don't understand why anyone would want to kill Bethune, a man loved by many who, despite being homeless, was always willing to help others.
I just loved him as a friend, as a brother. It's just hard.
Investigators do not have a suspect description or a motive for the killing, but Bethune's friends do have a message for the person responsible.
You might be still out there for a while. You might be still out there for a year. But one thing about it, you will get caught.
It's unclear at this point if any footage was captured of the killer or killers on surveillance cameras at that gas station or in the surrounding area. Police asking anyone with information to get in contact with them. There is a reward for information leading to an arrest in this case. That's the latest here in Atlanta's Grant Park. I'm Caitlin Pratt for Good Day Atlanta.
Certainly seems senseless, Caitlin. Thank you. We expect to learn more later this morning about last week's deadly shooting outside of Douglas County Walmart. A week ago yesterday, an off-duty ICE agent shot a man that he says was following him. Police found 45-year-old Jonathan Lydell of Austell dead inside his car in the parking lot of the Walmart on Thornton Road. This morning, Douglas County District Attorney Ryan Leonard is expected to hold a news conference about the shooting, and we're going to let you know what he has to say on air and online. Smyrna police are trying to determine who fired shots at a party full of teenagers. It happened early Sunday morning at the Village at Lake Park Apartments. Police say no one was hit, but at least one person was hurt jumping out a window trying to escape. Police tell us they're sorting out all the statements that they got from the teens who were there. The National Weather Service confirmed an EF1 tornado touched down early yesterday in a Coweta County neighborhood. The tornado knocked down trees, which damaged homes and crushed cars. Now, as far as we know, no one was hurt. A flame from a bushfire in Australia whirls into the air. Take a look at this. A fire-nado, they're calling it, shoots up above the flames as fire, smoke, and turbulent winds combine. The high-rising blaze was caught on camera as firefighters tried to contain the bushfire traveling through a pine plantation. The fire burned through at least 2 homes, destroying more than 8,000 acres of land. 7:08 your time. We're going to check back in with Fox 5 Storm Team meteorologist Joanne Feldman. Let's enjoy this while it lasts, Joanne.
Absolutely, because it never lasts for very long, it seems. But we will savor today and tomorrow because those are our sunny and dry days with colder starts, of course. This is a look at our current temperature map, and there's a pretty big difference, a 10-degree difference with 31 in Rome below freezing and then 41 in Noonan. We're holding steady right at 40 in the city, but it doesn't feel like 40 because of this right here, a northwest wind at 13 miles per hour. But that wind speed at the airport is by far and away the strongest wind we have. Many locations have now seen the winds drop either below 5 miles per hour or go completely calm, which is definitely a nice change from yesterday's really strong winds when we had a wind advisory in effect. That's no longer the case, but just keep in mind the breeze in Atlanta makes it feel like it's only 32, and it's feeling like it's 30 in Carrollton and only 29 in Gainesville. So yeah, you don't need the umbrella today, but a jacket might be in order, at least for the next few hours. Now it's going to stay cool for most of the afternoon. We do hit 60, but we're going to spend most of the day in the 50s. Just know that the winds will get lighter from here, and with 60 in Atlanta, on the warmer end we're looking at about 65 in LaGrange. On the cooler end, we're looking at about 55 in Blairsville, but numbers today and tonight are running very close to their normal or average temperatures for this point in February. Then we got to talk about rain later this week. Our first amounts of measurable rain don't really show up until very late tomorrow night. So first thing Wednesday morning, it will be overcast. We'll have a few showers, but rain is not going to be heavy Wednesday. It's just the start of another unsettled weather pattern that will take us into a brand new month here. So Thursday, the rainfall totals go up. We'll get another wave on Friday that should wrap up during the day Saturday. But when we spread out an inch or in some cases less than an inch over 4 days, we should be able to handle that without any big problems, even though it has been really wet lately. There's your Fox 5 Storm Team AccuWeather forecast. We're working our way up to 72 by Friday. That doesn't last either. By Sunday, Monday, sunshine, but only 50 in the afternoon. Let's check back in now with Katie Beasley for a Skyfox traffic update. Katie?
Good morning. We've got a new problem spot on the downtown connector. A stalled vehicle heading north right around Langford Parkway that's over on the left shoulder. You can see it right here. Now, to get it out of the way, they may have to hold some lanes on the downtown connector. Right now, it's about 20 minutes as you work your way in from Langford Parkway to the Brookwood interchange, but we're going to watch that closely and see if that has a bigger impact on your ride. Again, it's over on the left shoulder north right around Langford Parkway. Also following a crash out in Carroll County. This is heading inbound right around Villa Rica. It's going to be I-20 eastbound before you get to Highway 61, blocking off a left lane and creating some of those delays here. Again, as you work your way toward Douglasville. The west wall of 285, one of the last places every morning to start to slow down, and here come the delays between I-20 and I-75, closer to 19 minutes now for that trip time. Sharon, back to you.
Katie, thank you. I'm Sharon Lawson. When we return, the surprise speech that Virginia's embattled lieutenant governor delivered to state lawmakers, how it could add fuel to the political fire.
Another summit this week between President Trump and North Korea's Kim Jong-un. So what will come of this? I'm Doug Luzader in Washington. We'll have a preview just ahead.
You have no idea what goes on around here, do you?
Fox Monday. There's some scary stuff coming.
Are we ever getting out of here?
It's almost over. Hunger makes you do weird things.
I'm afraid of a monster.
Tonight at 9 on Fox 5. Depend on the Fox 5 IT, only on Fox 5 News.
WeatherTech is known for providing the ultimate protection for your vehicle with laser-measured floor liners and cargo trunk liner, along with seat protectors and seat back protectors. And now the WeatherTech Cup Phone. With removable cups, fits virtually any size cup holder and adjusts to fit virtually any size phone. Even allows easy access while charging. Whatever you drive, whatever phone you have, Cup Phone is the perfect fit. Order yours today at WeatherTech.com.
This is where your carefree spirit gets kicked into high gear, where you can relax or let the good times go full throttle. In Daytona Beach, you have a 500-foot sandy backdrop to unplug and reconnect. You have the freedom to be yourself. Catch daily flights to Daytona Beach International Airport. This is wide open fun. Plan your trip today at DaytonaBeach.com.
Save big during the Hyundai President's Day sales event. Get huge savings on every car and SUV, including the Hyundai Kona, 2019 North American Utility Vehicle of the Year. Buy a Santa Fe with 0% APR plus 500 bonus cash, or get $3,000 cash back. Every Hyundai car and SUV is on sale now, like the Elantra, only $179 a month, or buy with 0 down plus $2,300 cash back. Save big during the Hyundai President's Day sale, now through month's end.
When you're at your weakest, they appear out of nowhere. Their offer sounds attractive. Help with your injury claim, promises of a huge settlement in a short amount of time. It sounds too good to be true. And it is. These scam artists give good lawyers a bad name, and they could cost you everything. Don't talk to someone you don't know. Call me. I'll fight so you don't have to.
Depend on the Fox 5 Storm Team app.
It's like having the Fox 5 Storm Team's tools, expertise, and forecasts at your fingertips.
Download it now.
Welcome back to Good Day Atlanta. Time is 7:13, and in an unplanned speech before the state Senate, Virginia's lieutenant governor compared himself to lynching victims.
Yeah, the speech comes as Justin Fairfax faces sexual assault allegations. Good Day Sharon Lawson is here now with the details. Sharon, good morning.
Good morning. Yeah, a lot of people are talking about this. The embattled lieutenant governor gave the speech, the surprise speech, Sunday before the state Senate. Now, he spoke for about 5 minutes, defending himself against those claims of sexual assault by comparing himself to lynching victims from the late 19th and early 20th centuries.
If we go backwards and we rush to judgment and we allow for political lynchings without any due process, I've heard much about anti-lynching on the floor of this very Senate, where people were not given any due process whatsoever, and we rue that. I want to stand in this moment in the truth.
2 women have accused Fairfax of sexual assault. One of the women says the governor raped her 19 years ago while they were students at Duke University. The second accuser claims Fairfax assaulted her in a Boston hotel room. Fairfax denies both allegations, but insists law enforcement investigate the case. Republicans in the Virginia State House plan to hold a hearing where Fairfax and the two accusers have agreed to testify publicly, a move that Fairfax and some Democrats have criticized as a political ploy. Ron, Elise, a lot going on here, and once again, he says the allegations are false and that the encounters were consensual. So we need to
a lot of people talking about it, for sure.
We'll see what happens. All right, Sharon, thank you. Well, President Trump heads to Vietnam today for a summit with North Korea's Kim Jong-un. Now, the White House hopes the meeting will help pave the way to a comprehensive nuclear agreement.
Yeah, but as Fox's Doug Luzader reports, the challenges ahead are significant. He joins us live from Washington now with the latest. Doug, good morning.
Good morning. And this summit's going to generate a lot of attention for the president and for Kim Jong-un. It is less clear, though, what kind of agreements may really come out of it.
President Trump will depart for Vietnam today on Air Force One. North Korea's Kim Jong-un left on Saturday for the long trip by train to much fanfare. The two have met before, last year in Singapore. And last night, President Trump gave a bit of a preview.
We're going to have, I think, a very interesting 2.5 days in Vietnam. And we have a chance for the total denuclearization of an area of the world that was very dangerous.
North Korea has refrained from missile and nuclear tests since the last meeting, and some see the status quo as good enough for the White House.
I think that we'll see a continuation of American policy. I don't think that's a good thing, but nonetheless, I think that we will have some very friendly words from President Trump.
Meantime, there is a lot happening back home. A former Trump fixer and lawyer, Michael Cohen, is expected to testify before Congress this week, just as Congress may vote to oppose the president's emergency declaration at the border, all of which may distract from the summit or vice versa. Vietnam, meantime, is going through final security preps for the big meeting, and that may include cracking down on Trump and Kim impersonators. Howard X says he was booted from the country after officials said his travel visa was invalid.
But the real reason was basically, born with a face looking like Kim Jong-un. That's the real crime.
All right, and the president, meantime, may be lowering expectations a bit for this summit, saying last night that he'll be happy if North Korea refrains from any additional nuclear or missile tests. Back to you guys.
Fox's Doug Luzader live for us from Washington. Doug, thank you. Time is 7:17 now. Pending tariff increases on Chinese imports are going to be delayed. President Trump cited substantial progress in weekend trade talks between the two nations. U.S. tariffs on $200 billion of Chinese goods had been scheduled to rise 25% on Saturday.
It's approaching 18 minutes after 7 o'clock. I'm in the Fox 5 Storm Center with Joanne. Yes, we got to see the sun yesterday, and we should see it again today.
Yes, yes. That part I can guarantee you.
Okay.
Okay. There aren't many guarantees in my line of work, but yes, we'll enjoy
I like
the sun.
that guarantee.
Absolutely. Let's take a look, because it has been so wet lately, but it might be a little surprising to learn that for some parts of our area, Atlanta included, it hasn't been as wet as maybe it has felt. Atlanta is actually running below average on rainfall for the last 30 days. We picked up 74% of that average instead of 100% or more, and only 66% of average in Athens. Now, Northwest Georgia in particular, around Cartersville, these have been very wet areas. Several areas have gotten above normal rainfall, but not everyone. Actually, last February was wetter for Atlanta, at least. We had picked up almost 5 inches of rain by this time. We haven't even picked up 4 full inches yet. So how does that happen? Well, I was looking back at all of the days here in February, and several of the days where we measured rain, the total, at least in the rain gauge at the airport, was less than 1/10 of an inch. But when you stretch it out over a 60-day time frame, you can see it has been very wet for everyone. Now, as the sun is coming up, we do have the benefit of a nice clear sky. It is still breezy for Atlanta, but not for everyone. And these winds are coming down from yesterday. They will continue to come down going into the afternoon. But it's 40, and 13-mile-per-hour winds with a temperature of 40 will make it feel like it's in the low 30s. The temperatures are actually in the low 30s from Blue Ridge to Rome, and most of us starting the day somewhere in the mid to upper 30s, with the sunshine warming us up to low 50s for very early in the afternoon. This will set us up to reach 60 in a few spots, stay in the 50s in others, but nothing too far out of the ordinary for this time of year at all. So enjoy the sunshine. Very quiet all throughout the southeast. We do have rain returning by Wednesday, but not really before then. So 7 o'clock Wednesday morning, clouds, a few showers. Wednesday's not a total washout. It's just the beginning of another unsettled time frame that'll carry us into the month of March. As we go through Thursday, we've got plenty of scattered rain. Same for Friday, too. But this may move out early enough Saturday that most of Saturday looks to be in good shape. It's just this also brings in colder air, so it might be another shock to the system here after we reach 72 on Friday. And by Sunday, it's windy and a lot colder with highs in the 40s to near 50. Let's check back in now with Katie Beasley for a Skyfox traffic update. Katie.
Good morning. And looking at that east side perimeter right now, the east wall of 285 between I-20 and I-85, right about 25 minutes. And here's a peek right around Stone Mountain Freeway where you can see those delays are pretty heavy heading north. You've got some of those brake lights. And 75 on the south side, looking at that ride where it's about 11 minutes. It's improved a little bit, moving in from 675, but you still have those delays that get heavy once you get up to Terra Boulevard. And 85, it's been consistently one of our heavier rides this morning. Still going to slow down to about 15 miles per hour, that stop and go ride as you head in from 316. But right now it's clocking in at about 31 minutes, actually coming down just a little bit. Ron, back to you.
Katie, thank you. It's approaching 721. A major expansion of MARTA is on the ballot in Gwinnett County. We'll take a look at what's at stake as voting begins today.
Yeah, and it's that time of the year again. We want to honor exceptional Georgia high school teachers. Visit fox5atlanta.com/high5 for teachers to submit your nomination. Nominees must be a Georgia certified high school teacher. We'll choose 5 finalists, and each of them will receive $500 courtesy of Mottlick and Associates. We'll also interview them, and then we'll ask you to vote for your favorite. The finalists with the most votes on April 19th will be the High Five teacher, and their school will win $2,500. Good luck.
If you have an Amazon Alexa-enabled device in your home, ask her to enable the Fox 5 Atlanta skill so you can get local updates anytime straight from Fox 5. The Fox 5 I-Team investigates Mexican medical tourism, Wednesday at 10.
Why are all these business owners so excited? We're going to Comcast.
It's ahead of the game, ahead of the curve.
Comcast Business is for me.
It's Switch and Save days at Comcast Business. Right now, get fast, reliable internet and voice for $59.90 a month and save $650 a year. Just one more way we take your business beyond. But hurry, Switch and Save days ends April 5th.
I can't wait to go home and tell everyone about it.
I just want to get it right now. Guess what I'm going to do?
Call today. Comcast Business. Beyond fast.
From dusk till dawn as the day is long, concrete parks to the neighbor's lawn. City smiles and Georgia miles, Honda always gets you home.
Special lease and finance offers are going on now. Save thousands on all your favorite Hondas, like the technology-packed Civic, the legendary Accord, or the adventure-ready CR-V. Hurry, don't miss your chance to save. Honda, it's a Georgia thing. See your North Georgia Honda dealer today.
When your loved one is injured, you're faced with the sudden responsibility of caring for them. A parent, a spouse, a sibling, and sometimes, unfortunately, your child. Looking after them has become your reality. It became my reality after my brother Tim's injury. If the roles were reversed, I know that Tim would have fought for me just like I did for him. Who will you call in your time of need? Who will you hire to fight for your loved one? Morgan & Morgan, forthepeople.com.
When the Spanish explorers discovered Isla Morada, they called it Purple Isles. Today, they'd discover such a rich palette of diversions and delicacies. They'd definitely be at a loss for words. Isla Morada in the Florida Keys.
Welcome back to Good Day Atlanta. Today is the first day people in Gwinnett County can vote on a major referendum expanding MARTA to the county.
Yeah, the topic has many people divided. Good Day Atlanta's Natalie Fold spoke with the leader of a group in support of the expansion. Natalie, what's this all about?
Yeah, I did speak to this group. So it's the Go Gwinnett group, and they've been working to inform the community on this proposal. It would expand access to MARTA transit in Gwinnett County and provide more transit options for a very growing population.
This is the next wise decision for the people of Gwinnett County to make.
It's a no-brainer for Brian Robinson, the Go Gwinnett campaign spokesperson, when it comes to how he'll vote on MARTA's proposed expansion into Gwinnett County.
For Gwinnett County, this is critical to its future.
Robinson says his reasoning is threefold. 1, Gwinnett County residents suffer from extreme commute times. 2, the population is growing. And 3, it would make the area more appealing for big companies to set up shop.
It's also important to get people into Gwinnett County who will stay in hotels, shop in the malls, eat in the restaurants. So it's going to be very important for small business in Gwinnett County as well by giving them access to more consumers.
On top of adding rail line to Gwinnett County, the referendum would also expand the county's existing bus system.
People all over Gwinnett are going to get significantly increased access to rapid bus transit and to local express bus routes, new park and ride. And there's also a lot of road improvements to major corridors where there are current bottlenecks.
But despite lots of support, there are also some in opposition of whether to enact the 1% sales tax to pay for the project. So if this contract were to go through, it would commit taxpayers to paying that 1% sales tax until 2057. So we've got 3 weeks of early voting starting today, with that final day being Election Day on March 19th. So, I mean, talking to people, it seems like everybody's one side or the other.
Yeah,
So it's going to be close.
I can see both sides. I may have to go vote today.
Yeah. I know, get it done early, right?
Yeah. Interesting to see the outcome of this. Natalie, thank you.
Thank you, Natalie.
Time is 7:26. When we come back, we'll take a look at some of the big winners on Hollywood's biggest night.
Plus our forecast, Joanne.
And Ron, our forecast is chilly this morning, but it's sunny and it's dry. So I'll show you what that means for afternoon temperatures today. And more importantly, how long we stay dry coming up.
Wednesday's Child is brought to you by Georgia Division of Family and Children's Services.
The insurance company knew they were lowballing me.
I thought, is that all there is?
I'm glad I called Gary Martin Hayes.
I knew I only had one opportunity for justice.
Only one. Gary Martin Hayes. They had the power my case needed.
I knew I only had one opportunity for justice.
What has lasted 5,000 years was once almost lost. Now, the world awaits. The divine cultures return. Shenyun. Returning to Cobb Energy Performing Arts Center, April 5th through 14th. Tickets at shenyun.com/Atlanta or call 877-ATL-SHOW.
Hey, are you living with tired floors? Wake them up fast and save a ton of money with the 50 Floor 60% off sale. 60% off carpet, hardwood, tile, vinyl, or laminate. It's easy too. We bring hundreds of samples to you. See them in your home with your furniture and lighting. You're gonna love your new floors. But hurry, 60% off ends at the end of the month. Plus save an extra $100 with promo code NEWFLOORS. Pay no interest if paid in full in 12 months.
Call 877-50-FLOOR. Pick up the phone, we'll be knocking at your door.
Nick, you seeing Trey? Rook was supposed to get my lattes.
Yeah, he was supposed to get my dry cleaning. You know, when I was a player...
What car did he take?
I think he took the orange Hellcat. Oh.
The #1 dealer in the Southeast does what no one else does, because they do deals the other guys just won't. President's Day sales event.
So you're talking bears from the Georgia mountains?
That's correct.
You moved from the woods to the neighborhood.
Pretty great, right?
And with Scanner Energy as your natural gas provider, you stay warm all winter, so now you don't have to hibernate?
Bingo.
That makes sense.
We brought desserts, bear claws.
Whoa, no.
They're donuts.
Oh, we should call those something else.
Sign up with Scanna for the lowest price in town. Only 38.9 cents a therm.
After the accident, I didn't know what to do.
I chose not to trust the insurance company.
So I called
Gary Martin Hayes.
I knew I only had one opportunity for justice.
One opportunity.
Only one.
Call 1-800-WIN-WIN-1. Gary Martin Hayes and Associates right now.
Welcome back to Good Day Atlanta. I'm Ron Gant.
And I'm Elise Seedy. We're glad you're with us on this Monday. Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
Yeah, you'll have a good weekend.
Very nice.
Enjoy
It
the
was nice.
sun.
Got to see the
so
sun.
nice
Yes.
yesterday.
Yeah, that was nice. Roads, how are they looking so far, Katie?
You know, it's a typical Monday. We've got some problem spots out there, but a lot of just extra heavy volume. Yeah.
And we did get to see the sun yesterday. That's the most
Woo-hoo.
important thing.
That was a good way to wrap up the weekend, good way to start the work week too.
Uh-huh.
So now the question is, how many days do we actually keep it around? We'll take a look at that in a minute.
All right,
Okay.
we'll take them.
But first, let's get you caught up on the day's headlines. We'll check in with Good Day Atlanta's Buck Lanford. Buck, good morning.
Good morning, everyone. The search is on for the attackers who beat a beloved Grant Park man to death. Billy Bethune was lovingly called Boulevard Billy. He worked odd jobs and made a lot of friends in the community. Police found his body Friday morning behind a Chevron station on the city's southeast side. We expect to learn more today about a deadly shooting